What's up to all the amazing traders out there? It has been a hot minute since I've done a good quality video review like this. So I just want to run over my thoughts on the market today, what's going on, how I was reading it, the trades I took, and what's my plan moving forward because it has been a rough last 2 months. And maybe that's why I'm not on the video reviews as much because I feel like I don't have as much value to add to the community. However, that's not to say that my analysis hasn't been good. That's not to say that, I haven't been trading well, but just struggling. So I know that is a very relatable thing for a lot of people. So with that being said, let's get into today. We gapped up here, gapped up above the 5,700 level. And the thing is, this is on news. So we had China deals potentially being made last night, and that is what happened right here. We had multiple different deals happen. So whatever, we don't know exactly what's going on, but there's deals being made, trade happening, and people talking. So that is what's important. Just to go back, we are now, I think, about 5% off of our all-time highs. Yep. Yeah, literally 5% off all-time highs. So we're right back there. And just to see how fractal market patterns really are, let's look at this with we gotta go over here actually. We'll do like this one and on the daily chart. Boom. All-time high view up, respected perfectly. Breakout, retest, and continuation higher. I mean, doesn't get much simpler than that. Huge gap, continuing higher. Almost all of this was in the overnight. So the actual market today was pretty slow. But looking at it from a technical perspective, we are right back. We are no longer in a bear market technically, as we have broken this structure. So I don't know. This is definitely some interesting action to be trading through. But let's go to the 2-minute chart today. I was watching my trades in the 2-minute chart. So what I did was I just recently got Bookmap, and I don't have any pictures, but I will be better about that in the future. So basically, I'm just going to put a few Bookmap markers for the delta here. We had minus 2K delta. And then around here, we're at minus 4K. And then now this is where it gets interesting. Here, we get to minus 8K. And then finally, at my last entry, we had a delta of minus 17K today. I have personally never seen that before. That is an extremely large number. However, this is the whole point of this video. That doesn't matter. The delta does not matter at all. To my understanding, and how I'm reading this now is, and I actually deleted the delta. The delta is off my charts. I could care less about it. It is just another thing to distract you from the price action at hand. Just another thing. So when we look at delta, it's just showing us who is in control from X period of time. So this is from the open, who is in control. Yeah, sellers are in control from the open, but that doesn't mean that they're pushing us lower. That just means that they are in more control than the buyers. And reading into levels and everything, it's very easy to say this 58.40, this is a level, it's rejecting all of this. Minus 17K delta, it's got to go down. Look at this thing. It's not. But I got induced from the delta. Bookmap is a recent addition in my trading. I need to be better about holding my trades to their targets. And I feel like I can't see the target. You don't know where the price is going to go. But with Bookmap, you can see that. So I added something, but in the process, I also added something else that I didn't need to add. So the first trade I took today was a long. This is a very textbook long, actually. I got in on this candle right here, stop at the lows, take profit outside the range. Boom, that was stopped out. I was stopped out here on this candle for a loss. I am trading my personal account as well right now. So that was like a $70 or $80 loss. Then now I'm like, okay, longs, maybe they're dead. Now let's see if I can't find a good short entry. So it's making highs, but then it makes a little low. So I get in on this candle, stop at 41, and I'm trading to the low of day here. More like right there. And there was orders. There's a big block of orders at 5,800. So that was telling me that price there's a big order block and the delta's at minus 17. It was maybe like minus 14K at entry. Um, I sit in the chop, nothing happens, breaks, and then as it starts to come back up, I added in on this low of day break, and it took my position to well over double the amount I originally had risked. So, being a good risk manager that I am, I ended up closing it for a small loss as price is coming back against me and we're just seeing no follow through. Really started to overthink the trade. And I saw a beautiful quote today that I want to read because actually it's in my DRC because it was a great quote. It is overthinking is the biggest waste of human energy. Trust yourself, make a decision, and gain more experience. There is no such thing as perfect. You cannot think your way into perfection. Just take action. I feel like this applies so much to day traders because our real job is to press the button to get in the market. It could also be said that our job is to exit the market as well. And that is very true. Our take profits may not get hit. I sometimes feel like it's my job to also be at the desk to like check the trade, you know? But there's a part of me that also knows maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe I am just causing more problems because I can't help myself when I'm at the desk sometimes. Overthinking just really gets you. So, with that all being said, I'm really trying to keep my trading more I want it to be more simple. I want it to be more refined and defined in that I know I did my job when I enter the market. That's it. Not when I take profit, not when it hits my stop loss, but I know I did my job when I enter the market. And I think that's a very interesting topic and just interesting thing to ponder because it's not the easy thing to do. And oftentimes, the easy thing to do is the wrong thing to do. So, with that all being said, I want to leave you guys with that quote and really think about how that affects your trading. Where are you overthinking? Where are you getting in the way a little too much of your trades?